Just going to play with Hipfire because I really want to find out exactly how useful it actually is. So I'm just going to do some gameplay while giving you guys some commentary here using the Hipfire-Only, and I'll play a few different classes. I think the reason why I wanted to do this is because I started to use it a lot when I'm playing SMG. So I'm going to see if I can validate its usefulness with SMG and also test some other classes. And also, by the way, thank you guys so much for wishing me congratulations for my marriage. You guys may have seen me talk about it in like previous videos and also on Twitter. So I did not expect such a big response. So I'm super glad that we did it. And going back to Hipfire, so main thing that I've been having to pay attention to while playing is like the distance. Because if you saw earlier, I was trying to like Hipfire them from like kind of far away and I was just missing. So this causes me to like want to close the gap a lot more. Playing the SMG a lot more like Agent. So I'm really not sure if you know how beneficial it is. Like right there, I missed like all my shots. See if I can get some random shots in here. And the shotgun. Oh, almost fell. I get scared of these shotgun users playing Hipfire-Only. Because I'm like trying to close the gap but not get shot. Pretty easy to get the headshot bonus too if you're close enough. Not bad accuracy with SMG. I think it's pretty viable. Now I'm gonna try Hipfire-Only with Detective and see how that goes. Doesn't start off that great. Okay. A bunch of body shots right there. Okay, I got a nice rando. Like, I do Hipfire with Detective without doing, like not without putting this restriction on myself of doing Hipfire-Only. It's definitely unreliable and you're gonna lose out on a lot of those headshot bonuses. I don't have low spec on. Or is that like a new skin? Shows how much I've been on Krunker. But now that the wedding's over, definitely gonna go back into the swing of things. There's some stuff that I'm working on currently. All Krunker related. Because I'm really excited, and I'm not just saying that. Like, I was playing some of the custom games and I tried out also the raid map, and I mean it is really cool what's possible with the editor. So definitely hoping for like someone to make Dota in Krunker with the AI feature. I think that would be awesome, or like a Dota-like game, like Paragon maybe, if you guys have heard of that. I feel like the Hipfire with Detective, I don't know, it might be the same level of accuracy as SMG, but I feel like maybe about the same or less useful, because a missed shot with a Detective is like a lot worse than a missed shot with SMG. And if I'm going for body shots, pretty consistent. Now I'll show you guys some gameplay of Rocketeer and the shotgun, but without the live commentary, because I just kind of want to summarize while I show you guys the gameplay footage. Shotgun and Rocketeer are much more obvious fits and more natural fits for doing Hipfire-Only, and players who use these classes are probably doing this already. In regards to the Rocketeer, I'm not sure if it's just me or it seems like the hipfire on the rocket is just really accurate compared to how it was. But then again, I didn't really play much rocket until now. I have been messing around a lot more with Rocketeer because I've been playing a game called Diabolical Arena FPS, and a lot of the mechanics kind of translate over. The thing with the Rocketeer is that you don't need to be perfectly accurate anyways if you're going for the explosive damage. And also, the aim down sights on the rocket is just really slow. It's like way too slow, a lot slower than it should be. Overall, Rocketeer feels a lot weaker than it was before without being able to have access to that secondary. But I do need to play around with it a bit more because it is really fun having the extra rocket to work with in terms of movement. But rocket, I think that you're mainly going to want to be using hipfire. And next is the shotgun. And if you see the gameplay footage here, you just don't need to be that accurate with the shotgun, and you don't need to spend time aiming down sights. I still think that there is a benefit to kind of using both types of methods, but these types of shots, they're not going to make a difference if I was aiming down sights or not, because it's either like a one-shot kill or not. Whereas the gameplay with SMG, it really did matter. So what's the conclusion to all this? First of all, it doesn't take very long to aim down sights in Krunker, so usually you are going to want to aim down sights. But as you can see from the gameplay with the SMG and also with the revolver, I was very accurate at very close range. In those situations, you will save a few frames by doing hipfire because you don't have to wait for aiming down sights. But what you can just do is simply hipfire while aiming down sights and basically have that instantaneous shot come out, but then have that accuracy buff kick in later, which is probably how a lot of people play now. That begs the question, when should you really exclusively be hip firing? So which situations does it make sense to not bother aiming down sights at all? The two situations where I think it makes sense to not aim down sights is, let's say you're not moving very fast. Maybe you're at a standstill and you're fighting an enemy. You could aim down sights while jumping and kind of get a slide hop going, but it's going to be a lot slower than hip firing while trying to get some momentum going. So I think that's one situation. The other situation is if you're pivoting, like turning left and right, like cutting left and right with slide hops, and you kind of want to mix it up. So instead of basically doing a slide hop, jumping, and then aiming down sights while shooting, you just don't aim down sights, but you're still shooting. And then you're gonna go a little bit faster than you normally would because it does slow you down when you're holding ADS. However, if it's worth the accuracy debuff, it really just depends on how close you are to the opponent. If you're very close, like almost point blank range, then why not? If that's what you're going for. But if you're moving fast enough around the map, then the speed decrease from aiming down sights matters less. So that's something to also keep in mind. In the future, it would be great if there was more of a strategic decision between aiming down sights or hip firing. But right now, you still mainly want to be aiming down sights because you just get that huge accuracy boost and it kicks in pretty quickly. But for now, you can basically start an engagement holding left click while you're aiming down sights. And then in those rare situations, you could do the hip fire. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you guys again for congratulating me for my wedding. I really enjoyed seeing your guys' comments and everything, so really appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and use code PHILZ, and I'll see you guys next time.